It's a privilege for us to join you today to celebrate Thanksgiving. Think about how God provides. Last 2 weeks, you didn't have a priest to do mass for you, and now you have a bishop and a priest. So it's always a pleasure to give thanks to God, and that's why we're here. My name is Father Martin. I am from Billiart Parish in Tinley Park, and I was here some few months back, and I told you I'll be back. Here I am back. Today is a day of giving thanks, and beginning with God. The psalm says, enter his gates with thanksgiving and praise. Okay, we give thanks to God because when we give thanks to God, we learn to realize not to take anything for granted. Because everything we have has been given to us. All the blessings we have. When I was having a school mass with the children, I asked them, how many of you named yourselves? And of course, they realized their parents gave them their names. It's okay, as simple as a name has been given to you. Okay, realize that everything has been given. Someone has been giving you. But the source of all blessings is God, who gives us the gift of his presence, particularly through Jesus Christ. That he is always with us until the end of time. The gospel today, Luke tells us about these 10 lepers who were healed. And of course, we know the culture, how they're being treated as outsiders, as outcasts. But when they've realized they are healed, only one comes back to give thanks. We can assume that they were all grateful, but most likely they were preoccupied by going back to their families or going to do something else. But only one comes back to give thanks. But I ask you, when you get time, read this gospel again and read it slow. You can feel the sadness in Jesus' voice. Says, 10 were healed, were they not? Where are the other 9? Where are the other 9? You can feel the sadness in his voice. They didn't have time to come back and give thanks. Well, if thanksgiving is a long word for you, at least say thanks, just one word. But we know that Jesus is inviting us to realize that when we learn to give thanks to God, we avoid 2 things. The first thing we avoid is resentment. Because we know resentment comes in whenever we think we're entitled to something, and if we don't get it, we get resentment. But when we give thanks to God, we realize that even if something small, as being around today and healthy, is a blessing from God. So resentment, we overcome it only by learning to give thanks to God and to realize, I don't deserve this, but God has been gracious to me and given me this. I don't deserve God's forgiveness and mercy, but he has chose to give that to me, because we can't forgive ourselves. Only God can forgive us. He says, if we should count all our iniquities, no one can survive. So he forgives us. So let us be aware today as we give thanks, because the key is sometimes we take God's blessings for granted. Let us not do that today. As we go back to our houses, our meals today, give thanks to God for who is present at your table today. And also give thanks for those who are not with us on your table today. Maybe some were with us last year, and now they're gone to be with God. Let's give thanks to God for those who are present and those who are not present, and realize that everything we have comes from God, and we return to God. But what we return to God, let it be your thanksgiving heart.